Hello, I'm Jeanette at Rustic, and today I'm chatting with Molly Caffry, who went on our Andes to Amazon travel program, and she's going to tell us about her experience there, as well as tips for future students. Hello, Molly.
Hi,
It's so nice to meet you.
nice to meet you too.
So, tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I live in Vermont. I play field hockey and lacrosse. I'm also really big into music. I play trombone and I also like to compose a lot of music.
Wow, that's amazing. Now, have you traveled outside of, the US before?
I have, but not without my family. So it was definitely a different feeling without being without my family.
And what was a typical day like for you on the program in Peru?
So we woke up pretty early. It depended. It was usually like 6:30 to 7:30, and then we usually just did like a morning activity. It really depended on the day, or if it was like a travel day. Then we would have lunch, which that consisted of like a soup and then like a bigger dish, so it would just fill you right up. And then when we were camping, we would like do a small activity, and then we would have something called tea time, which basically they would just bring you tea and then you would eat like small little snacks and then you would have like another activity. It just depended on the day, and then have dinner, which consisted of soup and like another big meal. And then like go to bed like 9ish. You went to bed very early because you were so tired.
Yeah, that sounds like a really busy day, so I could understand going to bed early.
hmm
Now, on the program, there's different like adventure activities. And did you have a favorite?
I was trying to think about this because I had two favorites. So one was definitely the zip lining and the rock climbing. And then the other one was the 15,000 feet up in the air, like Gate Trek hike. I think for some reason I really enjoyed the climbing part over the zip lining. It was just like fun because I could talk to people while I was going up the mountain and get to know them better. And then like you just look up and you'd be like, oh my gosh, that's so much. And then like you blink your eyes and you'd be at the top. And then for the Gate trek, it was the first time that I really saw a pack of alpacas. And then we saw 5 sacred lakes, and then we had like our own little kitchen set up in like the middle of the hike, and so our private chefs would come and cook for us. It was really nice.
Wow, that's really cool. Now, let's talk about what kind of advice you would give to someone who might be introverted. I don't know if you're introverted or extroverted. So, like, what kind of tips would you give a student that's maybe like, oh, I'm not, I'm a little bit more introverted, or like, I'm scared of heights? What kind of advice would you give them?
Honestly, I don't really feel like it matters if you're introverted or extroverted. I think we definitely had a mixture on the trip, but everyone was so kind and we were all in the same situation. Like, we're all going with like 16 random people to Peru without our parents, without anybody we know, basically. So we were all like really kind to each other, and thankfully, we didn't have like a cliquey group, so we were all just really close. And then for someone with like height issues, honestly just like don't look down, and it's so worth it. Like everybody basically went up and we all did the zip lining together, so it's not like you're alone. So it just felt better when we were all together anyway.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Thank you. What was the best moment of the whole experience? I know it's probably difficult to pick one, but if you could pick one, what would it be?
See, yeah, I've had such a difficult time picking this out, and this is just such an odd one, but my like three of my friends and we got $30 1 hour massages in Machu Picchu. That for some reason was just like the highlight of my trip. It was just so nice. I've never gotten a massage before, and it was cheap. And it was also kind of like a bonding experience because like it was just like three of my friends and everybody else was like shopping, but like it was just us and it was really fun.
It was probably nice after all that like hiking and, rock climbing. That was
Yeah,
probably really relaxing.
it was just after we did like the 2 day camping trip, so it was so nice.
And has this program changed you at all? Has it changed your outlook on life? Do you feel kind of like kind of not a different person, but just something has changed within you?
Honestly, so with COVID, I know like bringing up COVID for the millionth time, but you just rely so heavily on your phone and you're always like checking to look at it. But I had my phone on airplane mode the whole entire time. And it was nice, like my parents knew that I was fine and I just didn't have to be on my phone, and that's what everybody else was doing. So we all just talked, and especially like the bus rides and the train rides that we took, we all just like had nothing to do on our phones. So we all just hung out and it made it so much better. Whereas if we had Wi-Fi or service, we probably would have watched Netflix or listened to music or something like that.
That's true. So you feel like you can handle a life disconnected from Wi-Fi.
Definitely.
Are you okay with a quick fire round?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
I'm scared, but I can do it.
You can do it. All right. Question number 1. What's your favorite color?
Red.
Favorite animal?
Giraffe.
Favorite season?
Winter.
A show that you're streaming?
Bridgerton.
And the next place you want to travel?
Fiji.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Molly, for chatting with us. It was so lovely to meet you.
It was nice to meet you too.
If you want to put your phone on airplane mode for 2 weeks, explore Peru, and make new friends, then make sure to check out our Andes to Amazon travel program in the video description. And also, please subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on any of our videos.